Intuition.
I'm asking like negative entities to reveal themselves. It looks like the Grim Reaper, which is just funny, but yeah, it does. All right, been there for 5 lifetimes.
And that causes blockages too, right?
So it's a very powerful entity. I'm trying to see what it's doing. I shouldn't be smiling when I'm talking about this, but I don't know. I guess I find it's just funny that it actually looks like the Grim Reaper. Right, so the image is showing it's like it's cutting the wheat. So I guess it's kind of a metaphor for like cutting you short, or you could say it's like taking your harvest. Like I mean, it's the one doing the harvesting with this, with something that looks like a sickle.
I mean, it's affecting my material stuff, my economy.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's abundance.
Yeah, it's doing the harvesting for itself over there. Okay, yeah, so it's basically showing, right, it's like kind of harvesting your output, and it's gathering that into bushels and taking that away for itself. So that's what it's up to. Why? Because it can. How did it get there? Okay, it's showing that, so like maybe 5 lifetimes ago there was a traumatic event where you almost died, and I guess in some way it saved you, but you've entered into this contract with it whereby it was allowed to stay and kind of get paid back, if you will. Right, it's kind of like maybe it's like fair and square. You know, there's some kind of contract where it's collecting. It has been collecting. So the dragon has already stepped forward as assistant to.
Archangel Gabriel came in at this point and ended the contract with his sword.
It was like right in the middle of the palm.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like maybe activating. I don't know. I felt it come through my fingers and then just right in the middle of the palm. It was like pulsing and like activating right in the middle here. Same on the left, but stronger on the right.
Okay.
And it's starting from my right toe going up. Like I felt like tingling all up and down.
So I guess I'm seeing more. That's why it took the form of the Grim Reaper, because it was involved in that death process, and that's why you made the contract of it at the point where you died in that lifetime, because that's where it had a role to play.
Yeah, well, that was a long time ago. It's time to release.
It's time to release. All right. Well, it looks like the contract is past due, or like the contract could have been ended in the last lifetime. So it's kind of like it would have been fair if it was ended in the last lifetime. Is it okay to leave on its own if we just ask it to leave? It doesn't want to leave. Okay, so should we remove it and like take further steps?
Yes.
Okay. Before I even asked, it was already over there. Okay, let me spend some time getting rid of it. It will require some energy. It was. Yeah, so I guess it had two forms. It was related to like this kind of sinister eagle as well. So it showed both of those forms. And yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, basically a huge dark being, essentially. I'm just feeling a lot, so I'm just gonna stay in the space for a few minutes. A very powerful being. And most entities are much smaller. Yeah, I guess what I'm seeing is that you had died in this past lifetime, but you were kind of at a younger age and you didn't want to die. And I think when you were shortly after leaving the body, you took the assistance of this. Showing it was attached in the back, somewhere in the middle of the back. Probably kind of the mid, just below the main curve. So there's definitely some repair work to be done. Just bizarre looking non-human entity. And it looks like, right, like it looks like it has a head that could attach into you. It's very long and thin. It's almost like an eel, except longer, and it does have like a fin at the end of it. Bizarre looking thing, and maybe you would call it a hook or something like that. It's just weird, and it has been attached on the right side of your back. What is it doing? It's just kind of taking life force energy. So I guess it is. I guess it is kind of what it looks like. It's like almost like a leech type of thing, and kind of pawing away at it. Seeing that things have cleared a lot more from what they would before. Yeah, I was just seeing like just like an openness that wasn't there before. So that's really good. And yeah, sometimes when stuff clears, it's like the energy channels open up more. Both of those were very significant entities, and it was just so interesting, like the symbolism. And at first, I was trying to figure out what it was symbolizing, but it was showing it was like there's two stones together, but then that sequence repeated, and I guess it was showing like lifetime after lifetime, and the role that beings like that play when people transition. And then that was tying back to how it came in that death moment where it kind of helped you in that moment and made the contract, which I totally see, right? It's like you didn't want to leave that lifetime yet, and it's like you would do anything to kind of be back with your loved ones, and you didn't want to leave the body. And in that moment, you made a contract with this very powerful dark being that then came for 4 lifetimes afterwards to kind of collect. But yeah, extremely powerful being with that sickle and everything, basically like the Grim Reaper. So that was really key to end that contract and that agreement, or else it would have kept collecting, would have kept cutting down your profits, the fruit of your work, and kind of carting that off. So that's really good. Very difficult being to deal with, kind of like a taskmaster. And